Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I am here to present Navigating Academic Entrepreneurship. This is a paper co-authored by Dr. P. Paramashivaiah from Tumkur University and Mr. Abhiroop Mitra from GIBS Business School, Bangalore. I am Dr. Shreya Chakraborthy, representing NMIMS University, Bangalore. So let us understand what do we mean by academic entrepreneurship. Academic entrepreneurship refers to a process where academic institutions, including the faculty and students, engage in entrepreneurial activities such as creating startups, developing new products or services, or commercializing an existing research projects into an outcome. Academic entrepreneurship typically stresses more on the faculty involvement towards creating entrepreneurial environment out of their research along with the contribution of their students, or it could just be the research that the faculty or a group of faculty have undertaken. The advantage of academic entrepreneurship lies in the fact that it is not restricted to a college or a university in general. It is a win-win situation for both the faculty who are creating the venture as well as the university which is nurturing this venture. Because the faculty who are creating the venture are able to commercialize their research and thereby make money out of it. At the same time, the university which is promoting this business can also get itself recognition and also be part of a great journey together. It also helps the community around the university or the higher education institution to grow, develop, and build. Let us understand what are the major factors that impact the academic entrepreneurship. The first one, of course, is the entrepreneurial capacity and experience of the faculty who are teaching in the organization. The social environment around the higher education institution in terms of where it is situated, what kind of research initiatives it has, etc. The industry interaction, how often does the university involve in discussion and interaction with the industry around it? Whether there is a mechanism through which the difference or the gaps are bridged between industry and academia. How often are the academics involved? What are the access that the university has to funding organizations or funding networks? Does it have a great alumni base who are ready to fund the research initiatives of its faculty? Does it have an incubator which through which the university is able to attract funding? So on and so forth. And of course, the most important factor is the confidence that the university or the higher education system, higher education institution has on the particular faculty that are involved in this entire process. So, what exactly is the research problem here? While academic entrepreneurship is often studied for well-established institutions, what we are also doing in this case study, we are along with the established institutions like the Cambridge University, UK, and IIM Bangalore, the NSR cell of IIM Bangalore, we are also studying a tier 2 university, which is a engineering college with its own incubation center, which is trying to create a academic entrepreneurial environment and ecosystem in a tier 2 city in the city of Tumkur in Karnataka called the Siddhganga Institute of Technology. This research tries to explore the best practices which are followed in great universities like Cambridge and IIM Bangalore and look for scalable solutions that could be adopted by other universities which have not yet reached that level but truly have the potential to do so. So, the outcome of this research is going to be creating a roadmap so that adaptability becomes easier for these institutions and they exactly have a framework to identify and set up an academic entrepreneurial system and have an ecosystem created in their university. The three major objectives of this research includes to identify if there are any commonalities as well as the differences between the strategies employed by SIT, which is Siddhganga Institute of Technology, Cambridge Judge Business School, and NSR Cell represented by IIMB. The next objective is to derive best practices that can be applied across all higher education institutions across India to support entrepreneurship among its students and faculty. Finally, as I already said, to create a roadmap for higher education institutions to follow so that they are able to nurture academic entrepreneurship. The methodology and data collection. So this is it is a case study based research where we have selected cases of SIT Tumkur. We have Entrepreneurship Center, which is at Cambridge Judge Business School, and NSR Cell, which is located at IIM Bangalore. In-depth interviews were conducted with key stakeholders of all of these three institutions and organizations, and the participants who have been part of all of these three things. Further, document analysis was made to study and review all the international institutional documentation, reports, and policies related to the entrepreneurship support and development. Finally, the analysis was done based on a thematic analysis by identifying common themes across and patterns across the three case studies to derive insights into effective strategies and fostering entrepreneurial ecosystem. A comparative analysis was further done to compare the outcomes and challenges faced by each of these institutions. So let us understand broadly how does the Cambridge ecosystem work. So Cambridge ecosystem has programs specifically designed for its faculty as well as students across three different stages, which is the early stage. So they have events like Enterprise Tuesday, Enterprise Tech, Enterprise Women, Venture Creation Weekends, and Ignite, where a lot of networking happens, a lot of guest lectures happen, and because of which students are able to understand, students as well as faculty are able to meet their peers. The second stage is the growth stage, where they have specific programs for startups which have already completed the early stage and are now looking for funding. They are looking for proper, they are looking for funding. They are looking to grow. They are looking to accelerate their growth. So there is Accelerate Cambridge, there is Launchpad, and Cambridge Enterprise. Similarly, there is a scaling stage where the Cambridge Enterprise provides funding, and so that is also available in the Cambridge ecosystem. So the key takeaways of Cambridge University is that since Cambridge University is made of a lot of colleges, it's not only and lot of departments. So these events act as a center where various schools come together, school of thoughts come together, and people from so a multidisciplinary environment is created. Then there is availability of incubation infrastructure and commercialization support, which is provided by the Cambridge Enterprise, which is at the center of this, which facilitates, which takes application, reviews them, and then provides suitable mentorship and guidance and funding. So this has led to a collaborative culture because there is a constant exchange of ideas between academia and industry stakeholders. So what does IIM Bangalore do, or the NSR cell at IIM Bangalore? So again, programs provided by NSR cell at IIM Bangalore can also be classified into early stage, growth stage, and scaling stage. So they have programs like mentoring sessions, student ventures, women startup programs at the early stage. They also have Launchpad, 10,000 women, and incubation at the growth stage, and mentoring and incubation at the scaling stage. Again, here also they do have specialized programs where they offer tailor-made programs for different segment of entrepreneurs, and they foster strong connections between academia and startup. Moving to SIT being smaller, newer, and not so since it's an engineering college which also has a management wing attached to it, so disciplinary wise also the schools are restricted, but they do create a lot of awareness programs through their TBI, which is the Technical Business Incubator of SIT. There is also a mechanism through which ideas are invited from faculty members, and a committee sits together, goes through them, and whichever ideas the committee feels are worth commercialization, they are encouraged. Funding, supports, and grants are provided to the faculty members who come up with academic entrepreneurial instincts in them. There are also additional benefits because of the incubator. The incubatees get monthly fee waiver. There is all sorts of technology labs, state of the art labs which are needed. And there is also a system through which the MVP of a product can be easily developed. So they have a motivation, and they also incentivize the faculty who take up academic entrepreneurship by not charging anything. So they let them have their jobs. They also let them have equity in the organization that they have started, and the institution does not claim any right on the equity. They provide seed funding and supportive funding, and they also help them connect with the industry experts whom they know and who are on board of SIT. So what we understand by comparing all of them is the fact that to initiate and create an environment of academic entrepreneurship, you need integrated support. You need to have infrastructure, mentorship, and funding under the single roof. You also need a lot of awareness to be created, because people are busy in an institution, they are busy to work, score, etc. But you need to have an additional motivation in terms of them spending time to convert their research into an commercializable scale. Swift access of resources and a very collaborative environment are also very essential. So if we just look at the broad spectrum of entrepreneurial ecosystem, we can see that the economic growth and innovation sits at the center. This can be done by the support, a very supportive environment in terms of infrastructure, mentorship, financial aids, and faculty members are the key bridge which can connect innovation with this infrastructure. So this is the roadmap that we were able to develop. The first one is there has to be one, it cannot be done by one department. There has to be an interdepartmental center, which is the entrepreneurship cell. Then there has to be a proper leadership to this cell, which develops strategies, design the content, support from the university in terms of infrastructure, funding, resources. Then have a key roadmap and evaluate at every level. And then you need to reinforce your resources and keep on setting newer goals as and when you keep on achieving the previous goals. To conclude, I would like to say that structured programs are the key to creating an inclusive academic entrepreneurship with shared focus areas, because every venture is different. There cannot be one size fits all. So one has to be very open to the various areas, and they should be able to provide whatever is necessary for that particular venture. So thank you very much. If there are any questions, I would like to take. Thank you so much.